Adequate notice for the season's meeting has been given in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act pursuant to Public Law 1975. Said notice is advertised in the Beacon and posted on the bulletin board showing the time and place. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. First up is excellent presentation. Oh, there's
There's the
there's two checks now.
Two checks.
Okay.
Only one of them is cashable.
One of that.
Is that you?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Whatever check.
Well, the mayor's gonna come down and accept it, Maggie's gonna take some pictures. And we are filming it tonight, so you would like to make a few statements.
I'd like to thank Exelon for this check and keeping our fireworks going. And we thank you for all the years of service, because next year Exelon will not be here.
I will be there.
Okay,
And we
good.
will continue our support next year with fireworks.
That's going to be whole text going to continue to support the product. Fantastic. That's the news we wanted to hear. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Move the microphone.
Oh,
Yeah.
anything else, Mom?
No, move it.
Okay?
Yes.
Good.
All right. Do that.
Yeah, that's it.
You're welcome.
Good. Thanks a lot.
Suzanne?
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Number 2 is the charity softball game, WOBM and New Jersey Hot Shots.
Okay, New Jersey Hot Shots is a local softball team here, and they've been in contact with WOBM, the Council Park Media, with regards to a charity softball game. They have not picked a date yet. They are looking to do it in June in Gilly Park. Now, obviously, when we do rent out the park fields for a fundraiser, there's a fee of $350. They're looking for the fee to be waived since it's a charitable event, and they're just looking for permission to utilize the park. This was sent to Jim at Recreation. He's forwarding it on to us for a decision.
Any thoughts on this?
He will coordinate the date and everything else.
Where's
His recommendation is to authorize it, he just can't waive the fee. That has to come at our level.
Take a motion to waive the fee. Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Take a motion to allow the game. Second. All in favor? Aye.
I will advise Mr. Wheeler.
Okay. Number 3, Pack 35 Fishing Derby on June 14th at the Mill Pond.
This is the annual PAC 35 fishing derby at the Mill Pond. It's usually, and I'm going to talk to her about this date on Friday, June 14th, because it is the last day of school, so I don't know how that's going to work, and it's right before graduation, so right after graduation, but that's the date they're looking for at this point to do the fishing derby. I'm going to try and push it to the following week, but they normally do it. We drop off the barricades, they block off Parker Avenue there at the first lake, and then they remove the barricades.
If I remember correctly, it's usually done on Saturday.
No, it is a Friday night.
We went on Friday night. They used to have it on Saturday mornings.
No, it's been a Friday night. Yeah,
Okay.
they've done it on a Friday night before as
Okay.
well. This is a new individual running this PAC 35.
Oh, this isn't the fishing group? that-
This is not the Elks one.
Oh, okay.
No,
All right.
no, this
That's
is the Cub Scout one that
Oh,
they do.
okay. Take a motion.
Move it.
Second.
All in favor? And the final one, the Sentimental Cruisers is holding 2 car shows, Saturday, June 15th, and Sunday, August 11th. They're holding it at our community hall. They just want permission to host the indoor-outdoor swap and meet car show on both of those dates from 9 to 2, rain or shine. They'll be having some food trucks and some ice cream trucks, as well as cars that will be displayed there. The off-site parking will also be in the back behind the library. And they also have an agreement to do off-site parking over at the Knights of Columbus. And then once the library closes, they can park in the library lot.
I have one question, Mr. Cortelli. Can you get in this?
Yes, sir, I am.
Very good. Take a motion on this.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
That's all I have for this agenda, so can I have a motion to adjourn unless anybody has anything to add on?
Second. Okay, moving right along into the township meeting. Adequate notice for the CBP has been given in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act pursuant to Public Law 1975. Said notice is advertised in the Asbury Park Press and Beacon. Notice posted on the bulletin board showing the time and place. Please rise for the salute of the flag and a moment of silence. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first reading of ordinance 2019-07, amending chapter 323 to prohibit parking on certain streets.
In order to the Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, amending and supplementing chapter 323 of the Township Code of the Township of Lacey entitled Vehicles and Traffic, so as to amend section 323-14 entitled Parking Prohibited at All Times on Certain Streets. This is going to be Sandy Hook Drive on both sides. Currently, we have it just on no parking on the easterly side. It's going to be from the intersection of Beach Boulevard to its southerly terminus at Moon Park. This is first reading. Can I have a motion?
Have a motion?
Got a motion?
Have a second?
Second. Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mayor McDonald?
Yes.
First, no, you don't.
Number two, resolution 2019-132, authorizing the interlocal service grant with the Ocean County, to the County of Ocean for traffic enforcement.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing execution of an interlocal services agreement with the County of Ocean for the fiscal year 19 Ocean County Sheriff's Traffic Enforcement Program grant. This is a reimbursement grant. Each municipality usually signs on with regards to having our officers or their officers help out with various different grants. This is in an effort to improve the safety of motorists and pedestrians on county roads and highways. They reimburse us at $60 an officer, $60 an hour per officer.
Motion?
Second.
Second.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mayor McDonald?
Yes. Number three, resolution 2019-133, authorizing the execution of a loan agreement with the DEP for the Bamber Lake Dam project.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing execution of a loan agreement between the Township and the State of New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection to fund the rehabilitation of the Bamber Lake Dam. We've been put on notice by the state that we must rehabilitate the Bamber Dam. It is a high hazard dam. We had applied several years ago for a grant. Federal funding has come, I shouldn't say that, a loan. Federal funding has come through. We've been notified that we will receive $1,496,000 towards this project, which includes engineering costs. So we will be borrowing the money. It is a 2% interest rate. It is payments of 36 payments, 36 payment periods, which we'll be having to start to pay back in September of 2021.
Motion?
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mayor McDonald?
Yes. Resolution 2019-134, authorizing the execution of a volunteer fire assistant grant.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing execution of the volunteer fire assistance grants for the Forked River Volunteer Fire Company. This is through the New Jersey Division of State Forest Fire Services. This is a 50% matching grant. The money from the state is in the amount of $3,302.47, and the township has to obviously come up with an additional $3,302.47. This is a reimbursement grant, so as they purchase things along the course of the year, they can turn around and get reimbursed for it.
That's a good thing. Motion?
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mayor McDonald?
Yes. Resolution 2019-135, appointing public safety telecommunicator training.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing the appointment of Alexis Merman as a full-time public safety telecommunicator trainee for the Township of Lacey Police Department. We are now at our full complement of 9 police dispatchers with the hiring of Mrs. Merman. She happens to be in the audience tonight. She was kind enough to also set up the camera for us and turn it on, so we do have this meeting filmed. And she will be starting work with us very shortly. She is already trained and been through the course and has received her certificate.
Take a motion?
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes, and
Mayor
welcome.
McDonald?
Thank you.
Yes, and welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, resolution 2019 authorizing the refund of deposits.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing the refund of deposits held for the use of municipal facilities.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mayor McDonald?
Yes. Resolution 2019-137 authorizing the payment of township bills.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing the payment of township bills in the amount of $9,308,005.17. Can we have a motion? Second?
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
And you need to abstain on GM Carpets bill.
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo and, yes, yeah. Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
And Mayor McDonald?
Yes.
No abstentions.
Okay, monthly reports.
Municipal Clerk's Office for the month of April collected receipts in the amount of $11,964.87. For the month of April, road opening permits were collected in the amount of $4,860, recycling commodity in the amount of $932, and truck parking in the amount of $6,681. April, the municipal court collected receipts in the amount of $21,907.19. And municipal docks for the month of February and March were collected in the amount of $40,700. Motion to accept the reports is read.
Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Okay, motion to approve township meeting minutes of April 25th, 2019.
Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the caucus meeting.
You have to abstain.
We need a second on it then.
Second.
You don't know where you were?
Florida. Not allowed to vote on minutes.
Okay. Motion to approve caucus meeting minutes of April 25th, 2019.
Move it.
Abstain.
If I need a
Second.
second. All in favor?
Aye. Okay, motion to approve NJ SNA Region 6.
Take a vote on
I don't know what this is.
I don't know.
This is a raffle license, sorry.
Oh, it's a raffle license?
Yes.
Move it.
this. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have no add-ons or anything like that.
Okay, comments from the committee, let's go to Deputy Mayor Tim.
Thank you, Mayor. Last week, Mr. Dykoff and I had a school board liaison meeting. The purpose of those meetings is to try and address any issues that the school board might be having throughout the town. And we're also there to help support them as best we can. And next Wednesday, I believe Veronica and I will be heading out to Trenton to
Fingers crossed.
see what our plan endorsement will get voted upon. Should be the final meeting, but we'll see. That's all I have.
Good evening, Juliana.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to read something that was put on by the MUA. We just passed, I think, for the residents of Lacey Township, notice of rate reduction. The residents of Lacey Township will receive a rate reduction for the service fees of about it'll be $80 a year. So a total of, we figured it out with the residents and everything, should be costing about $980,000 will be going back per year to the taxpayers. It's now, a few things I want to read. Effective with this invoice, you will see a $20 reduction in your service fees for this quarter. This will continue for each quarter until the $80 per annual reduction is reached. The reduction was made possible due to the following. As the authority's customer base increased, no additional employees were added. No additional bonding or borrowing was done for capital improvement projects over the last 5 years. Our present debt service is rapidly being paid down. Conservative management practices, and it is important to note the MUA has not had a rate increase since 2013. The ship over there is ran, I run a big company, and that company over there is ran very efficiently. They're very good at what they do. I'm proud to be associated with them, and there's more to come in the future. That's all I have, man.
Thank you. Freeman Dykoff.
The only thing I want to bring up, I noticed on social media and actually speaking to people that there have been a lot of complaints about fireworks in the area. And listen, I understand Walmart now sells fireworks, but we still have laws on the books against lighting fireworks. And keep in mind, you know, what they do is, listen, we all want to have fun around the 4th of July, and that's a great thing. But what fireworks do, they disturb dogs. Really, I know my dog is old and she's half deaf, but when she was younger, and I know some friends of mine, it really gives them anxiety. And then, of course, mothers with young children, it wakes them up. So I just ask everyone out there, you know, just be a little, you know, cognizant of what you're doing, and just be nice to your neighbors, and try not to do it at night. Shouldn't do it at all, but certainly not late at night when people are trying to relax and enjoy their evening. So that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you very much.
Committee in Cortella.
I'm going to help out my colleagues and say, let's remember the moms and Happy Mother's Day.
Oh,
He did, see?
Bailing out.
Better late than never,
There's
Pete.
a big bucket bailing out everybody's vote.
Well, wait a minute, I was gonna say something, so.
I just saw you writing it.
I
It's all good, Mayor.
remind myself to say it, but I was
It's
gonna
all
say
good,
something.
Mayor. We're good. I just want to commend the colleagues up here, all kidding aside, for the work that they have done, and we all collectively over the last several years, last couple of years in particular. You drive up and down the Route 9 corridor, and I'm proud of what you see when you drive through Lacey Township. You see we can control what we can control. Businesses are continuing to choose us over other areas. We have quality vehicles coming into town. Competition is good for price points for consumers. It's being done in an environmentally conscious way. I'm proud of the way that we've handled it. We streamlined those application process, and a lot of that credit has to go to the boards, the zoning boards, the liaisons to those boards, our mayor, our deputy mayor, my colleagues up here on the planning board, of course. So proud of that. I wanted to talk about Mother's Day, and I want to remind everyone who's a veteran and who's not a veteran of our Veterans Day Parade. That'll be taking place Memorial Day, stepping off at Lacey United Methodist Church at 10 a.m. That'll conclude my comments for tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Couple of things. I too was looking at Lacey Chatter, and we got a lot of good press out of the new water park that's coming. In fact, I've gotten some phone calls from other mayors of other towns wanting to know all about it. So that's a good thing. Got a meeting scheduled or trying to schedule a meeting with the manufacturer, I guess, in 2 weeks to go over the final stuff. We'll kick off Father's Day with a soft opening, and then a hard opening probably a week or two after that, and be ready to go. For the record, Mr. Weil, our recreation director, is already booking parties for that, so this thing's going to be good. I also want to report that talking to the township administrator before this meeting, she indicated to me that CBS called her because 3 Mile Island is closed, and they want to know what ravishing has happened here in Lacey Township since the plant closed. And of course, she gave them a glowing report with the developments and things that are going on, and hopefully we'll put this town center to bed next week. And the town is growing, and they didn't want to hear it. So they only want to hear the bad stuff. And it's the people up here who've done this, and our township business owners have worked extremely hard to make sure that this town is a little bit as possible with the plant closing. So I want to say that to the moms out there, thank you. And yes, my wife is there. And thank you. And wish you nothing but the best on Mother's Day. The MUA, the $80 reduction per annum, I think that's fantastic. Good job. They do a great job over there. Talked to Mr. Knoller over there, and it's just good. They built that building back there. It's zero cost, right? Zero cost to the township taxpayer?
No taxpayer.
No taxpayer money, so that's a good thing. Plus, we're not getting any deduction. And you say other good things are coming down the pike, and that's what we want to hear. And Yeah, the fireworks too, I do want to talk about that. Let's just be careful with the fireworks. Kids are going to lose fingers, hearing, things like that. Just be very, very careful. And beware of the dogs. My son's dog, the fireworks come, literally goes down into the basement, hides in the bathroom. That's all I have. Let me open this up to the public. Does the public have any comment here this evening? One down. I'm sorry.
That's right. Regina DeSantis, Sunset Drive, Sunrise Beach. I have a question about the first ordinance, 21907.
Yes, did you say you would drive, yes?
Sandy Hook Drive, both sides. Where are the residents supposed to walk visitors? Isn't that street like 3 blocks?
The residents have requested this, so that's up to them.
Oh, they did?
Yes,
Oh,
they did. We've been
okay.
having quite a few disputes there. We did the one side to see if that would iron it out. We've been dealing with that for a year, and now they have requested that we put it on both sides.
Oh, I was wondering because of the baseball field.
Well, it does have a little bit to do with that as well. When you look at that street, it's kind of a narrower street. It does have the gullies down the side for drainage. So there is a concern with that as well, but it was solely because they're having some neighborhood disputes and we're trying to iron them out.
Interesting, okay. Connors Rump and Gove on their site has a petition to stop school funding cuts, petitions to the governor. And I think every Lacey resident should go on that site and try and sign that petition as soon as possible.
I concur with you.
If you saw it, it's great, it's easy, but you do have to do 2 steps after you click and add your name to the petition, then you have to answer an email and then verify. So it's a 2-step process. So anybody who tries to do it, please complete both steps because otherwise your name doesn't go on. Mr. Kennis, what day was that BOE liaison meeting?
Tuesday, last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday, interesting.
We have them generally on the
Last Wednesday,
roughly-
actually. It was last Wednesday at 5 o'clock.
Oh, Wednesday?
Wednesday at 5 was.
May 1st,
Yes.
5 o'clock. We have like probably every 4 months.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
try to do it quarterly.
Right.
5 months.
Anyone thought about a way to update those landlord-tenant registration files? Because like I said, there's been people listening.
Gee, that's so far down.
All right, just wondering.
I'm
You know, you
being
could
very
go-
honest with you.
You could go one through letter a day, you know, you don't have to go through lots of them,
That's,
but, you know.
it's so far down the list.
Very
It's very
Yes.
interesting. Okay. Was
It
just
might be
wondering.
5 years before we get to that.
That's okay.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you. Anybody else in the public? Come on in.
Yeah, Paul Dressler, Library, Series, in relation to the plan. We'll know that Congressman MacArthur tried to get the 3053 bill passed in the House. What we're hearing now is, I'm sorry, Mr. Singh is trying to get, if it does get passed, he's trying to get it amended to where the owner of the land would get the dollars. Just wondered if you guys know about it, what your thoughts may be on that.
No, I know about it, and I'm scheduled to meet with Holtec and Exelon, the Department of Transportation, part of that next Tuesday morning.
Yes.
Next Tuesday morning, and I will bring it up at that point in time. I'm sure there'll be some higher Exelon executives there that I didn't understand. We'll see.
Okay, and just a second, as we all know, it's the people in Massachusetts, they're questioning whether Dr. Singh is going to have enough dollars.
Right, I did research that, I do have a call into the Attorney General of Massachusetts, I'm gonna find out. But basically, all I can find out right now is that what they did, the governor and the Attorney General of the state of Massachusetts, is the exact same thing we did, they filed for a public hearing. That's what they've done. He has not, or she has not called me back yet. And as soon as I get that phone call, I will get that. They just filed for a public hearing, which is what we did, like Lauren just the other day, I guess maybe about 3 weeks ago, indicated that the NRC just acknowledged that they got it when it was due, November?
Yeah.
And then they extended it to January 9th for public comment, or something like that, and then,
Our question is finally got put up in April.
there you go.
But as a follow-up, I think we talked about this before, is there any way we can guarantee or ask them to do a payment of performance bond in case they can't complete it?
That's not up to us. Understand that they're not building, if they were building something, we could do that, but they're tearing something down, so we don't have that authority to do that. The NRC will do that. And my understanding is that there's insurance that they have to take out on this. There's an insurance company up in Connecticut that specializes in this type of stuff. And I'm sure their premiums are astronomical. To guarantee that, that if they fail to do it, that the insurance company will pay to get it done.
Because right now, Exxon got theirs increased from 900 million to 100 million.
Again, and that has nothing to do with us, that all goes through the NRC, so they don't have a bond on file here with us.
Right.
So,
Again, it's the NRC that oversees that, and based on the NRC regulations, that's who they have to post a bond with or not with, depending on what those regulations are, not with the municipality.
Right.
is there anything we can do similarly as far as what they did in Massachusetts to try to get the AG involved in New Jersey, because he just doesn't seem to care?
I can try. I'll reach out to the AG. We'll send a letter up asking him to, the next meeting we'll do a resolution asking him to, we'll send a letter up until he gets to the AG and to the governor to get involved in this, with his concern. And I'm sure they're very aware of Holtec, because I'm sure you noticed all the publicity Holtec has gotten over the last 2 weeks with this situation with Norcross and everything else like that. And then the insurance for this point, for their headquarters out there in Camden, about the premium fund.
Because as you're well aware, last week, Senator Booker got involved in New Mexico, wanting to do everything he can do there, but again,
What's he running for?
deaf ears.
What's he running for?
President.
There you go. He's already got New Jersey locked up, so he needs to Mexico.
But he's still got a responsibility.
Oh, there's no question about that. Steve, Mr. Community Kennis, you sent a letter to
We did.
Menendez and Booker. How long did it take? Did he ever respond? Menendez did, right?
Menendez,
Or did-
no, Booker sent somebody down from his
Booker
office,
sent-
not
sent
himself,
me.
and he personally has never acknowledged
Mr.
it.
Menendez said
And Menendez, we've never heard of.
Right, so we
He's a
have,
Dominican Republic.
Well, I don't know about where he was at the time he sent the letter, but.
we do reach out to these people. And unfortunately, Congressman McCarthy's not here because he was the pipeline, and he was great for Lacey. And losing MacArthur set us back a little bit. No question about that.
As always, if there's anything we can help you out with.
We know that and we appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public?
Seeing none, motion to close the floor.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay, we need to do a resolution to go into executive session. It's resolution 138, resolution of Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of Jersey, authorizing a convenient executive session to discuss contractual matters. Can I have a motion?
Move it. Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mayor McDonald?
Yes.
Motion to adjourn, please.
Move it. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We will not be coming out for any further discussion or decisions.